Good morning, students of standard 8. Welcome in day 11. Okay, as you know that in day 10 I have discussed about electroplating. Okay, today I will explain an activity number 7, and in this activity I will explain how metal is deposited on the other metal by the process of electroplating. Okay, so students, kindly request to all, please sit with pen, notebook and turn page number 196. Okay, and see activity number 7 on page 196. The aim of activity 7 is to study the electroplating of copper on a metal. That means today from this activity we will learn about how to electroplating of copper on the other metal. Okay, material required: you have to take one beaker, sandpaper, copper sulfate solution, metal key and copper wire and a battery. Okay, see procedure: weigh the copper wire, that means you will rub the copper wire with sandpaper. Take a beaker half filled with aqueous solution of copper sulfate. Okay, you will take a beaker and the half portion of beaker is filled with copper sulfate solution CuSO4. Okay, take a clean key and connect it to the negative terminal of the battery. Then after you will take a key and you will connect to the wire with the negative terminal of the battery and the key dipped in the copper sulfate solution, and connect the copper wire to the positive terminal of the battery. Okay, and you will take another metal which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. As you can see, then after dip the two in electrolytic solution of copper sulfate. That means you have taken here two electrodes. Okay, one is key and another one is copper. Okay, so you will dip two electrodes in the electrolyte. Electrolyte is here copper sulfate solution. Okay, make sure that they are placed separately and do not touch each other, and you will very careful about this. These two electrodes does not touch each other. They will touch the electrolyte but they do not touch each other. Okay, now leave the setup undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes. When you will arrange this setup, then you will just leave this setup for 5 to 10 minutes. Disconnect the copper wire and measure its mass. Then after you will disconnect the copper wire to the battery, and then after you will measure the mass of the copper and measure its mass. Compare its new mass with the initial mass. Before doing this activity, you will first measure the mass of the copper. Then after reaction you will measure the mass of copper. Okay, then observation: you must have observed a reddish brown deposited on copper on the iron object. Okay, then after you will see there reddish brown deposit of copper on the iron object. Key is made by iron, that means copper is here extracted from this part and it goes to the deposited on the key. That means we can say that the initial mass of the copper is greater than the mass of copper after reaction, and the mass of key, initial mass of key is lesser than the mass of the key after reaction. Okay, so students, here we can say that copper is deposited onto the key on the iron by the process of electrolyting. Okay, so we can say that in electrolysis process, I have told you that there should be 3 changes. Change in color, I have done an activity, potatoes activities, to show that during electrolysis the change of electrolyte change, the color of electrolyte change, and this activity shows that the metal deposited on the other metals. And previous activity I have already done, bubbles are formed in the electrolysis process. So we have done all 3 activities to show that the changing during the electrolysis process. Students, see, in activity 7 we will find that the mass of copper wire is less than its initial mass. I have told you that the mass of copper is less than the initial mass of the copper. Why? Because when electricity pass through the electrolyte, then electrodes as copper, it loses its parts and it goes to the key. Okay, hence we conclude that the movement of copper metal in the form of copper ions. So we can say that the metals, copper metals, it loses and it forms copper ions and it goes to the iron key from the anode to the cathode. Okay, that means copper is act as an anode, whereas iron is act as a cathode, iron key. Okay, so we can say that the ions, positive ions, it loses its character and it goes to the negative ions, that means it goes to the cathode. Okay, had taken place which resulted in a deposition of copper metal on the metal key. So therefore the copper wire loses its parts and it goes to the metallic key here. Student, you can tell me, can this process be reversed or not? No, never. Why? Because copper is less reactive than iron. You will study in higher classes, iron is more reactive metal than copper. So copper loses character in this activity, but iron does not lose its parts. Okay, students, today I have discussed activity number 7. How does electroplating in this activity? Okay, so today I hope you all understood very well for activity 7. Now it's time for your homework. Write down your homework. Students, this is your homework for day 11. Okay, today I have given only one question. Okay, see the question 1. Explain the process of electroplating with an activity and a label diagram. That means you will explain the process of electroplating. What is electroplating? You will just define, and you will do this activity number 7 I have taught today. So you will explain that activity with label diagram. You will draw the diagram, okay, and label it. Okay, students, today's class is over. Thanks to all of you to listen me. Have a nice day.